I stay for human rights online.
I stand for human rights online.
I stand for human rights online.
Donc je soutiens les droits de l'homme en ligne.
See, the idea really came from the fact that we were really worried about the rise in extreme right activism of different kinds, not only political parties, but also just activism in the streets.
I remember the 21st of March 2013 that I had the honor to walk to this Grand Palais of the Council of Europe to launch the No Hate Speech movement.
The campaign actually started with the kind of concept that young people had. I mean, the campaign over the 2 years that existed spread quickly at certain amounts of time. Actually, it became very popular also outside Europe. So at certain moment, Mexico joined as well. There is Morocco joining, and there was also Canada.
Alors pour nous au Maroc, la campagne vient de commencer récemment. On a commencé par le remplissage des questionnaires en français. Par la suite, ils ont été traduits en arabe.
Я наслышан об этих вещах от друзей, от знакомых. Также слышно по новостям передают часто, что есть много людей, которых достают угрозами по сети, например, в Фейсбуке или в чатах.
Moi, je déteste les Noirs. Et si je te voyais à l'université, je te brûlerais vive.
Machucar, canatovene, cotovel peslique, tetumen piscine, go pederache, go dilo Rome, go caidol peblane boule, ne go machucar.
Je pense que aussi donc ça doit être restructuré, organisé donc dans le but que les personnes puissent sauvegarder leur dignité.
2 years later, 2015, we see hundreds of young people around Europe committed to speak out against hate speech online.
So many young people are engaged in this, and more are coming nearly every week. And so many countries are also involved, so it is becoming now a movement.
Every country had somehow a freedom to identify the needs that are still local. Although we are working with the internet, which is not local, it's global, but still there are certain issues that are very important for the country, being immigration for some countries, being the situation of Roma people, being the situation of LGBT people, and so on. So this freedom allowed for, I would say, creativity.
La catégorie avec qui on travaille actuellement, ce sont les jeunes étudiants subsahariens qui viennent au Maroc pour poursuivre leurs études, parce qu'on a constaté que ce sont la plus grande majorité qui sont exclus et invisibles, et ils sont aussi marginalisés, surtout en ligne.
On a lancé un appel à projet à Bruxelles et on s'est dit qu'on allait y répondre et imaginer un outil pédagogique pour faire des animations auprès des jeunes. Donc, après 2 ans de travail, on est très fiers d'avoir une 50aine de boîtes disponibles en Belgique francophone.
They made different videos, different memes, took different online tools to make it so attractive for young people to understand why it's important to act against hate speech. And I think that this collection of videos made from Croatia to Montenegro to Belgium, in Hungary they made videos all over Europe. Videos with that same heart, with that same message were made, and it attracted young people. And I think that's one of the successes in our awareness raising part of the campaign.
No hate speech, y'a pas de ça ici, non.
The greatest success was the No Hate Ninja project. I think it was the project with more visibility in the European campaign and Portuguese campaign as well.
So far what we have done is we went out on Africa Day in Ireland, where we had the hate speech, we had a tent with the hate speech things, and we went around getting people to sign the pledge, and everyone was really enthusiastic about it.
There was almost every month, there was a specially dedicated day to a cause. There was a certain cause. It was either the day against homophobia or against Romophobia. There was a Human Rights Day.
We have almost managed to make 22nd of July the European Day for victims of hate crime, which also is important on the international level of the campaign.
There was a No Hate Speech Forum in Gabala in Azerbaijan within the presidency of the Committee of Ministers of Azerbaijan, which was also the occasion for activists to meet and also to discuss what they are doing in the campaign.
Gabala is our country of Azerbaijan, and there are many participants, about 200 participants.
We received more than 60 videos because the award went to one school, primary school, one high school, for the best video.
Hate speech can target anyone. Hate speech may be anonymous, but its victims are real. It affects all of us.
Fucking taking the English jobs. Yeah, you stand with a smile on your face, you fucking fat prick. Yeah, now fuck off.
I think the Polish campaign is one of the most successful no hate speech movements in Europe. We make many actions, happenings. We also organized a conference on hate speech.
We had a lot of actions so far, like youth exchanges, trainings, seminars, partnership building activities, and also workshops for the civil society in Hungary.
We have managed to reach the politicians, we've gotten the attention of the Norwegian government, and yeah, so I would say that's a big success in the campaign in Norway.
Par rapport à ce que ça apporte aux jeunes et aux gens, en fait, en général, cette campagne est extrêmement importante puisque c'est grâce à ça qu'on pourra lutter contre l'extrémisme et lutter contre le terrorisme et surtout et aussi lutter contre les discriminations.
We need the no hate speech movement to continue because hate speech and even further hate crime has just continued to increase. And so we need a strong movement to push back on that.
I think we should continue this campaign because people have already achieved a lot with this campaign.
No, it cannot stop.
Une campagne qui est extrêmement importante et qui nous donne espoir et qui donne espoir aux jeunes.
And I think a campaign like this at this moment that says no, that's going to be opposed, is really, really important.
And expanding it on different target groups as well, not only young people.
There would be a need for this for a very, very long time.
We need the no hate speech movement to go on.